Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
A very pleasant good evening, curling fans, and welcome to the Archie Browning Sports Center here in Esquimalt, BC. It's the BC Curling Championships. A lovely evening out here in British Columbia, and a very happy holidays. And with New Year's coming up to us, we're here for this matchup between Mahra Harris and Corryn Brown. Team Harris is 0-1. Brown is 1-0 right now.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us here on Curling Stadium. My name is Dave Schmel. I'm joined by Sean Joyce, and James Gordon is on our production today.
But they've put the wrong names up on the screen. That's not us. Melissa and Terry are doing a different game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, that's us.
There we go.
So, Sean, welcome to BC.
Yeah, glad to be here for these broadcasts. Usually I do the Saskatchewan ones. I'm from Saskatoon, so but familiar with a number of these teams through some of the things that they've done with on tour. I've seen the Brown team a few times, seen Kaylin Camillans, Taylor Reese-Hansen. You know, this is probably as deep a field as you're going to find in any province in the country, certainly on the women's side, because those three teams alone are near the top of the women's standings. Sarah Work, we've seen a few times as well. And if not full teams of the rest of the teams, I know there are individual players on each of those teams that I've seen before. This is a very deep field and should be an exciting week. Always nice to see the round robins when you get into 8 teams, because then everybody has to play everybody. You get a true, it's very much like what they're going to see when they go to the Scotties.
And of course, we're no stranger to Team Corryn Brown from Kamloops. See them quite a bit during the year, but this is the first time for either of us seeing Team Harris.
Yeah, haven't seen them. I mean, and I know myself from being, you know, where we are, Western Canada, some parts of us get a little bit isolated. BC, it can be a little bit tougher to travel, but I think it's one of those things that, again, when you look at the field that we have here, and it's a very deep field, teams like Mahra Harris that maybe doesn't travel as much can benefit from the fact that they can play some top quality competition close to home. The rest of the country may not know who they are yet, but, and that could change, they'll know all of these curlers out there. They know each other. They've played each other in local BC events, and they've used those games head to head to hone their skills. And we expect a strong week of curling, and it's anybody's game out there.
So we are ready to get underway, and it is Team Harris, I believe, I thought Team Harris had the hammer.
No, I think Brown had the hammer. I was watching the draw to the button, and the last one, it would have been close. The last one, and I think Sarah Colton threw it, she actually covered the pin, and they had to do the triangulation method, and that should have been just enough.
Okay, so they'll have to flop that little last stone first end deal. Throwing the blue stones is Team Brown. Their lead, Samantha Fisher.
Yeah, we do have to hope they're thrown in the order that we have them on the roster, because we don't have pictures of the players on the Mahra.
They just realized they threw the wrong stone. See?
That's what was getting you. That's what you were looking at the stone. I knew which team was in the hacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the stone. Okay. So I'm not,
ready.
well, I may be crazy, but I wasn't completely off base. All right, so there we go.
Well, I can
Good
tell
start, you heard them say.
You, yeah, I can tell you already, we might have an alternate out there somewhere.
That works. Great shot.
Because I could swear I just saw the name McGilvery on one of those jackets, and I don't see a McGilvery on the roster for either team. So
Curling now.
We got a crack research team on that.
Caitlin McGilvery is listed. So on the BC website, she's listed as the lead, and they do have Emily Bowles as the fifth. She is listed on our sheet as the lead. So it must be Caitlin McGilvery playing this game.
Okay.
Don't know if they'll be rotating through. That is something you've seen a lot more teams doing nowadays. Again, we just talked about how tough it can be for teams to commit to travel. It can also be tough to commit to 4 players being able to be together every weekend or every second weekend, whatever your schedule may dictate. So that we're seeing more teams carrying a 5th player, and then when they do get to an event like this, they may rotate in, because you don't want to get to Saturday and Sunday in the playoffs and suddenly you need to use that 5th player and they haven't thrown a game on the ice yet.
And then on the opposite side, you have the teams that intentionally have been playing with three-handed.
Yeah, not as much of that. And we'll wait to cover that when it happens. But there's been a lot of talk about that over the last couple of years, and whether we're a 3-player sport or a 4-player sport. And they may look at that after the Olympic cycle. I think that would be my guess. Is if they're going to do anything about that rule, it'll be after the Olympic cycle.
That's what we call a tease in the business, Sean.
Well, it got discussed a lot a couple of years ago, where a couple of very high-profile teams did it at some very major events and managed to do very well. And in today's game, with the way it's played, there's a lot of merit to the argument that it's an advantage to play with 3. They don't let you do it in 4-player mixed. You can't play shorthanded in doubles. You can't use substitutes in doubles even. So it's not like you can't put a rule in, but it hasn't been done yet. And I think so much of the game now is geared towards the Olympic cycle. Half the cycle had been played with one set of rules. They're not going to change it until after. If they do it, we'll see.
And in terms of other rules, we are playing 10 ends in this event.
Gotta go, hard.
And if I'm not mistaken, each team receives one timeout, just like you would at Worlds.
Yes, 38 minutes on the clock. Thinking time. I actually heard the players. This is one of the interesting things that always happens at this time of year too, because you play your Bonspiel season under one set of rules, and then some of the rules are a little bit different as you come into playdowns. And I had heard discussion of this. I don't actually know what the rule is, but I heard the teams. We have the mics going, and I could hear them talking about it before the game. I know that some of the events this year, they were required to change one game per brush head. You had to use a new brush head every game, and that's going back to some of the things that there's some issues even with the newer fabrics. So, and I don't believe that rule is in place at provincials, but I'm not sure. They were discussing that. So it's interesting. And that's all to do with the equipment. There's all kinds of rules that have had to come out about equipment in the last few years. I know the foam has been changed this year. There are rules in place for that as well. I don't play as much anymore. I don't have to worry about those things.
generally don't sweep too much either, buddy.
I try to avoid it. We know we're in trouble if I'm sweeping. This is an outstanding facility. I had a chance, I was on the website earlier, and on the, if you haven't been yet, check out your BC Men's and Women's Provincial page. But if you click down into it, there's a little video walkthrough of the arena. So you can see they've got a walkthrough. You can see the curling club, how it attaches to the arena, even all the underside. This must be a fairly new facility. It looks outstanding.
No, can't bounce. Can't bounce. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay, that's fine though, that's fine. 14-8. It's a lot straighter than last game.
So Team Brown appears to be sitting 2 right now.
Yeah, but it is certainly surrounded. The angles on the 2 reds into that blue shot stone are pretty good. She's going to try to wiggle that around now. This is the fun part of the end for me. It's there's all this jockeying for position, and sooner or later somebody's going to get a good angle, and they're going to try to blow things up. Like if you could run that guard back right now, you could probably pick the 2 blues out of there. So that's why she's got to get something underneath a little bit. She still wants to change the angle on those 2 reds as well. So she's trying to get a lot out of one shot here.
Go back 4. Back button. Back button. Top floor. Top floor.
Looking to move one of these reds and then roll under that run back that I was talking about.
So from Sarah Colton.
Didn't really move it as much as she would have liked. It takes away the run back, because now if you run something onto the blues, it's going by the shot stone, but she can still play the red onto the shot stone.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a limit as to how far she can make that blue one go because of the red one that's behind it as well. So you heard the weight they're playing, not looking to move this very far, trying to keep the backing in place. They'll have to be a little bit careful what kind of angles they leave on the reds here.
Back 8! Whoa, then whoa. Clean. Whoa. Coming off! Whoa. Clean. Yep. Back 8! Yep. Back 4! Yep. Hard!
Boy, that is really curling.
Hard!
Hustling really hard to get it up there.
Good.
You know, it did not exactly the way they had it drawn up, but that's not bad.
It's not terrible, no.
Yeah, well, you slash the red that she just tapped up, you slash it even with weight on the outside anyway, it goes into the other red, and to me it doesn't look like there's room to get between the 2 blues, so it's going to rattle in there, move both blues, and stay right there. And that's why Corryn Brown, I mean, they can't do anything with those reds, so now they need to make sure that it's open up enough that they've got something that they can do after Harris makes a move in the 4-foot.
So Pincott on the peel.
Yeah, I like this. This is a good patient move.
That was probably back 4.
She's got that shot. She can slash red onto red into the middle of the 2 blues, but she doesn't have to play it yet.
Yeah.
Corryn Brown can't do anything to take it away, so the longer you wait to play it, the less that Corryn Brown can do with it afterwards. So she'll throw up another guard, probably expecting Brown to peel another one. She'll have to make a decision on the first one. That's not the kind of shot necessarily you'd want to leave for your last rock. She might not get a chance to play it then.
So the hockey rink here actually opened in 1960, Sean.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And they've done some upgrades, of course, over the year. And 2 years ago, the provincials were hosted here as well.
Wow. Hey, if you get a chance, take a look at that walkthrough. The building looks like it could be new.
And a true credit to the folks making that happen.
Got it over curled a little bit, but she's still going to play the peel. So now they've got to make a decision.
Thinking right now, this is what they have, like the top, yeah. Here, same as yours.
You've got the red onto the red into the two blues. She looks like she's playing some kind of a draw weight shot here.
Yeah, I didn't mind the throw, so I don't mind taking a bit more. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think she'd be guarding again. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's up to speed here. I think.
I mean, she does have second shot, but it's a pretty short tap for Corryn Brown to get two. Not that she's going to play it on the next shot, but.
There's the touch more ice so that it doesn't over curl quite as much.
Okay, so she is playing the guard one more time. By the sounds of what they're saying. She has to take away the outside of that blue stone then. If you leave the blue stone, the outside edge of the blue stone, Corryn can try to slash the blue one into that red stone that's dangerous.
Mahra Harris with her first.
This is way out there. It's got to cross the center line a bit.
Starting to take a turn now. Can they keep it moving? Carry it over. Come on. Is that far enough?
Well, no.
Where's our shooter going?
Well, just T line, so like here.
Yeah. So they're talking about just tapping the blue one up to be shot, or second shot even. Where the shooter's going to go isn't going to matter. There's not going to be any kind of in-off double. I would still be worried about the red. I'd be thinking about just try to move it, hit the second one, hit it thin with like hack weight, and try to change the angle on those two reds coming into the button. You can certainly play this with the draw weight.
Maybe a hair fresher on this side because we haven't played it as much.
If I'm Corryn Brown, I'm worried about those two reds.
Or we just peel again. What do they do?
Because I don't think there's room. Like, it didn't look like it on the overhead. If she slashes that red anywhere on the outside, it doesn't look like there's anywhere for that. Here's a good look at it. That red that's just biting the button. If you hit the outside of the one in the 8-foot, touch that, I don't think there's any chance it goes between those two blues. It just rattles between them and sits right there. Probably ends up as shot rock, and I don't know if you'll have a way to get it out. Boy, this is really curling too. I don't think she's going to get the back one. Now, she could change the angles if she chips the front one still. She might be on the red.
On the red a little bit.
Okay. 14-5.
I don't think that helped you one little bit.
It doesn't. If anything, it helps. Harris, she doesn't want to take the chance on it, though, it doesn't look like. Like, with where that ended up, I'm not sure how you get two now if you're Corryn Brown, because the top's not there.
I mean, if you're Harris here, don't you chip that red that we can see wide open into the other one and plug it in there?
Well, you could. I mean, it's there. It's been there the whole time. What she'd be worried about is, do any of those angles, because it's when you're hitting something that thin, you got to be a little bit concerned about what's it going to leave behind.
Oh, sure.
Things are going to move. So she might be a little scared that she might leave a way to get that red out. There's 4 blues around the 4-foot. You'd hate to give up a huge first stand. It kind of looks right now like she's got her forced to 1.
Final stone from Harris.
I'm at least surprised she didn't look at it.
So the guard's up. What, if anything, is there?
Well, it's the first end of your second game here at Provincials, but what we're seeing of the ice, it looks like there's plenty of finish. She might be able to, if you get a draw that just comes tight by the stone on the top of the 8-foot and get it finishing a little bit, you might be able to grab the edge of the button for 2.
And the ice definitely is showing finish, and if you want to take some time, we have a recording of the ice install for this event on
There, like, line-wise.
our Curling
We
Zoo
just head here.
YouTube,
Or
so
here.
you can check that out if you like.
Take a look.
The shot the front end was looking at might be there too. What they were looking at is you hit the red in the 8-foot,
I don't think.
touch the blue that's just touching the top of the 4, touch the blue that's right behind it. You only have to move it up a couple of inches. And it's probably there. She can see a quarter of that stone, and again, you know it's going to move coming by the guard. I don't think she can hurt herself with that shot either. But you'd still be guessing on weight. You're moving 3 rocks. This is, you know, it was draw to the button path, granted going the other way. So she's got an idea of what the line's going to be here. She should have an idea what the weight's going to be. It's whether or not they get enough finish as they come by that stone in the 8-foot.
So Corryn Brown, final stone of the first. Big positive release on it.
Hi for the bump.
It's not there for the bump.
Okay.
We got top 8. Yeah.
And that's not going to get there, so it's going to be a single point for Brown in the first end. Harris will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching the BC Playdowns on Curling Stadium.
The Kia Victoria experience is a different and better way to purchase a vehicle. We believe that the more positive your car buying experience, the more you're going to love your Kia. When we say the right thing to do, we're talking about putting the customer's needs first. It's about being honest and transparent, both in sales and in the service department, and it's also about treating everyone equally. If you haven't considered Kia Victoria, I would say come see it for yourself. You're going to be impressed with the people that you meet and impressed with the product.
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
Welcome back to the BC Curling Championships from the Archie Browning Sports Center. So happy to have you with us. It was a single point for Corryn Brown. In the first end, Team Mahra Harris has a hammer throwing the Redstones in end number 2. Takes a lot of people to bring the BC Championships to you, and we'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Best Western, Bel Air Direct, Driftwood Brewery, Digital Direct, and AMJ Moving, as well as our platinum sponsors, Kia Victoria and Peninsula Co-op, and of course our government and community partners, the Greater Victoria Sports Tourism Commission, the Government of BC, Via Sport, and the Township of Esquimalt.
It's really dying.
Curling big now.
And after that mouthful, Red has hammer here, Sean.
They do. I mean, they accomplished goal number 1. You don't have the hammer in the first end. You'd like to force to a single. They did that. Got a couple of guards up here to start things off as we begin playing the second. Now the center guard splitting the center line that Brown threw up would have been one they wanted. That red one short of the house was likely a come-around attempt that didn't quite have the weight. This is tight for line early. And that blue guard is on the center line. That's also a no-tick zone shot. She's got to be careful here.
It's going to move it off. We'll see what they choose to do.
13,
Might just
4.
leave that. I think I'm going to put it back.
Yeah, stays on. Yeah? Seems is that close?
Now, go through like what the thought process would be. You know, when might you think it's better for you?
Oh, you're asking the wrong guy. The no-tick zone is one that I haven't played it enough to really make those decisions. It's and you don't see it come up very often. It happens more like that, where they were trying another shot, come around it, and actually got a little too tight to the guard and moved it off. Now that one, they actually hit it close to the nose, so the rock in the rings was actually probably still guarded. That's not normally what happens. Usually you hit it a little bit thinner and you roll off, and of course if you wanted your rock guarded, you're going to want to put the guard back. So I mean, if there was ever a chance, it might have been there.
It did, yeah.
But it's early enough in the game that you just probably don't want to leave any extra opposition stones around. And now with the end not setting up well for Harris, she does the quick count. 5 stones are gone, and let's see if we can double the guards. And if she ever hits the first one a little thick and misses the second guard, it's going on to the 2 blues in the rings. So hard to not get something good out of this. Bonus, get it into the rings.
And it sticks around. Yes, it does. That's very fortunate. And you too could be fortunate if you were to win the 50-50. Go to rafflebox.ca. Currently $2,360 in the pot. Still a couple hours to get yourself in tonight's drawing.
Right, sure, you got it.
Seems like a small thing to get that shooter or that first raise stone into the rings like that, but it forces Corryn Brown to make a play on it rather than throw another guard. That means whatever you're throwing at next is going to be open. She's still got a chance to try to get back to the blank here. You roll out, Brown just simply throws another guard, and you're trying to prevent the steal.
Enough room there to make the triple, or is it going to go
No.
past?
No. If she tries to make the triple, she's going to jam the first one. So you have to make a clear decision what you're playing here. And she wants to roll towards the second rock. It's flat, but she could maybe make a double that way. So you first blue onto the second one will stuff and stay pretty much dead right there. And then she's hoping the shooter comes across and kills the other. Now, right off might mean she's a little thin.
So on the way from Sasha Wilson. A little false start there. Well, you make 2 the other way.
Yeah, well, that's the way she was playing it.
Arrows was a 9?
Yeah.
I don't think, and I would have agreed with that, I don't think she expected that first blue one to spill that far off the line. You play that shot hoping that after this hit is made, they're going to be close enough together for another double. And they still might be, but Corryn Brown will probably try to roll this one to the outside a bit. Get some separation between the 2 stones.
Aaron Pincott. Fisher trying to hold it there.
Oh, that's really good.
A lot of separation between those 2 stones.
Yeah. So now you have to start, trying to inch them back together to closer. And this is the standard play. You hit the wider one first, try to roll back to the center line. Because then when Corryn Brown is trying to roll back to the corner to spread them out, she doesn't have as much room. If you hit the one in the 4-foot first and you happen to only roll to the center line, Corryn Brown tries to hit and roll back to the wide side of the 12-foot, and they're just too far apart. Late in the end, you'd never have time to get them close enough for a double.
Yes! Yes!
Still can't afford to roll out here, though, because that stone is good enough to guard. Oh, boy.
10-5.
But it's all good. Yeah. Okay. Guys like this?
I think so.
Okay. Just watch when it crosses,
Yeah.
but I think speed here is good.
Once again, a lot of distance there, Sean.
Yeah, well, and I mean, you're not going to have a shot at the stone in the forefoot directly after this one. She's playing essentially as a guard, but she's trying to bring it in tight.
Go then.
It's kind of the situation that gets created when you didn't remove that rock at all is if you just straight guard this now, Harris will try to come down and corner freeze to it because she looks like she's forced anyway. So you may as well try to get forced to 2. They were hoping to bring this into the rings. The line's perfect, but it's not tight enough. So now she's going to play the corner freeze.
Probably 14-8.
This still has to be made. I mean, this again, we're talking second end of a provincial championship, and it's only the second game. So there's still a little bit of guesswork going out there. Everybody's, ice conditions will change from one draw to the next, and the speed as well. We saw Corryn Brown come up short in a draw last end. This has to be made. Like, if you come up short here, you might not be able to see that rock anymore.
Especially early on in an event.
Yeah.
The ice evolves a great deal.
Well, and it will all week long. It's just that after you've played a few games, you know what it's going to do. These are good players. They'll figure it out, and they'll know second end weight is going to be this. It curls more as the pebble breaks down. They'll figure this all out. But in the second game, you don't necessarily have your top read yet.
Oh, so close. The weight was almost perfect. Just had to come up another skosh.
Yeah, it's still probably better there than 2 feet short. 2 feet short, she throws a guard, and I don't know what you do. She's going to have to make a play on that stone now, and she might leave you another shot. Can't quite see all of it. If she rolls broomside, she might leave you a double where you're buried.
So if you probably throw a 12, it'll come down to a 12-5.
So that's one of those things you hear them talking about now, saying it's still a little fresh down the middle. Of course, so much of the pregame practice is geared towards the draw to the middle, so they throw brooms somewhere out in the edge of the 8-foot, middle of the 12 to come to the middle. Well, this center line path hasn't had a lot of rocks go down it yet.
Sarah Colton on this one, almost coast to coast. It's going to wreck.
Okay, 11-4.
So now looking to hide the other way a little bit.
Yeah. Well, she's going to make a play on the second shot stone.
10.
She doesn't have to. She could draw the other way. She can't. There's no way to not leave a double playing this.
10. Yeah.
Now, it's not without risk to go the other way, but for Corryn Brown to make a play on that red stone in the 4-foot,
So it might be a little fresh. So I think just broom down.
she can't roll to the other side of the house, or she takes out her own.
Roll too far into the 12-foot.
Yeah.
Like if you can still have a piece of the 8. Not the worst.
You got it.
So you hear them concerned about rolling too far.
Yeah, because if they roll far enough that they're not third or second shot, then those 2 ones on the other side, that's going to be a problem. She's going to hit the one on the 4-foot, and you're still going to be forced. You don't have a lot of room to play with this way. That's the concern.
10 down!
Yep. Hard!
And if you don't roll at all, you'll leave a pretty easy double.
Roll it!
They're going to be pretty much dead nose, and there is that double.
Damn.
Okay, 10-5.
Yeah, it looks like anything on the outside of that rock. Now, I'd have to see, usually when I say this, I need to see the overhead to see whether those 2 reds, I think they clear the 2 blues on the side, although it will be going that direction.
I'll follow it.
Might depend on how thick you hit the first one. If you're very thick on the first one, you're going to be really thin on the second one. It's going to go close to straight sideways. If it goes into either one of those blues, there still could be a shot for 2.
So here's the final from Brown.
Clean! Clean! Whee!
Hard now, just clean. Sounds pretty good. Because it is. Now you're going to play for the blank.
It's a tough.
It's
Probably
probably it's probably there if you needed to. It's not easy because you got to make the double and roll out, and to do that you got to hit just slightly off the nose on the board side.
I feel like we're hitting it high side. Yeah. I think there.
If you hit too far off the nose, you miss the second rock. Is she gonna try to hit this? She might be trying to hit this.
So tough.
Go the other way.
Well, I just heard her say the blank is so tough. She might not be trying it. It's very thin to try to hit it the other way, and there's a chance you jam it and roll out.
14-8.
Yeah, I think this is the good path.
Yeah, I think so. 14-8.
Yeah, she's just drawing. They're discussing draw weight.
Yeah, like maybe like 5 feet more than my draws. A bit more. Bit like my first one, but more than that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I think the speed will be similar to that throw, like that path.
The old discretion is the better part of valor. So Mahra Harris facing 2. Final stone of the second end.
She gave it some.
Line's fine. It's all about the weight. Just walk it in, ladies. And they do. So it's a single point on the board. We're all tied up after 2. We'll be back from the BC Curling Championships right after this.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Browning Sports Center. It's the BC Curling Championships here on Curling Stadium. We're all tied up here between Corryn Brown and Mahra Harris here in Esquimalt, BC. So happy to have you here with us. And Sean, we were talking in the break about, a lot of rocks in play for the first couple ends.
Yeah, and of course, as soon as we say it, then we get a guard slips into the house, and now they're going to play an open one, which you see a lot, especially early in the event. In a provincials. Again, most of these teams, when they've played the Bonspiel circuit through the year, they've played 8-end games. Not a lot of events are timed. So as much as you know you're going to play with a time clock when you get here, you're still not as practiced, let's call it, with dealing with the time clock. So you want to make sure you've got some time to make your decisions in the later ends. And there usually will be an open end like this somewhere along the way. Now, I don't think this one happened on purpose. I think that guard just slipped into the rings, and it gives Corryn Brown the chance to play the hit. And now you're going to see she's playing we see this a lot on tour nowadays, the delayed corner guard. So instead of throwing the corner on her first one, she played the hit. Now she throws the corner. The stone that's in the rings isn't as dangerous because it's only just biting the 8-foot, and she'll be able to deal with it sooner. This has become a very popular tactic in the last few years, rather than, because with Last Rock you've got 2 guards now in the 5 rock free guard zone, so they wait to throw it with the second one so that there's not as much shrapnel in the middle for them to deal with later on.
And now Harris is going to respond with the center guard, electing to throw the intern.
Throwing the guard, but this is the 5th stone to the end, so this will not be a free guard anymore. They'll be able to make a play on it. She tapped the ice not very far in front of the house. This is actually one where you might like it a few feet higher than that, because I think you're going to see if it's 2 to 3 feet in front of the house, I think you'll see Brown try to play the double and roll to another corner.
Where? 3. Okay, line's good. Yeah, 3. Well, it'll come over. It'll come over.
I need this to stop, I think.
Right here. Sit down.
You don't want to leave her that half of the rock. She won't even play the guard now. She'll play the hit and roll behind cover.
Like a 12? Yeah. Guard's fine, right?
So here, say 12 seconds. That's the hog-to-hog distance.
You also heard them say guard's fine, and what they mean by that is it's with that weight, they could actually, if it overcurls and clips the guard, they could still end up behind the corner guard, and they would open up that stone in the middle. There's a couple of options here.
Hard. Well, it's coming down. Oh, those are red.
Ooh. Kind of got caught in between. If you're going to touch that red one, you actually need to make an earlier decision. Okay, we're on the guard. Let's clip it just a little bit thicker. That kind of flips the advantage here back to Harris a little bit.
So they're going to play the tap as opposed to the come around.
Yeah, I like the come around better myself, but you heard her say it. They have to go really wide to come around that guard. And again, with so much of the pregame geared to draw to the button, that wider path might not be up to speed yet. She wants to stay in ice where they know what the speed's going to be, and I can't fault her for that.
We're really soft. We're like T-line.
Yes.
She might not have gotten all the way out to it, or this is picked.
Yep, get it in over here. Yep. Yep, hard, Mare. Hard. Hard. You might need to check up on her wrist.
She said there's something under it.
Oh.
Oh, so you hear that? They say something might have picked on it.
Well, she said there might be something under it. I heard Mahra say you might want to check on her wrist. So that's usually tongue-in-cheek skip talk for she might have turned that one a little bit.
10-5.
All right, cleanup duty. It's got to get over there. Yes, does. But doesn't go out.
Yeah, I wondered about that. I mean, you saw them. They didn't want to play the draw around that side because nothing had been out that wide. So the edges of the sheet might be a little bit frosty, and that certainly did look like it died as it was getting out there into that 12-foot. It might make some of those removals at the edges a little tricky.
Still curled though.
Line's close. Sash early. Sash early.
Top 12.
Yep.
3.
On the way from Meredith Cole.
Hard.
The third for Team Harris.
Hard.
Curling out of Victoria.
Hard. You got it. Go. Get it biting. Hard.
They rub off the guard and can't get it to bite, so.
What'd you get, Mahra?
chance for
Yeah.
Brown to get out of this.
Closing that one. I know we won't be on.
Well, it's a chance for her to be the first one to get in. It's tough still to get out of it. There's a lot of reds available to be promoted. You come around them, there's raises all over the place.
We could double peel.
Yeah, the
double
hack
the
end
view.
is thinking we maybe better worry about making sure we have a shot to score.
Just wondering about the draw. There's like.
Well, double peel is you assume a split of the rings is coming after that, right?
Maybe, not necessarily, because here's the thing. If you try to split the rings right now, if you're Mahra Harris, you're coming behind that blue corner guard. And you come behind the blue corner guard, and Corryn Brown's just going to freeze to you and see if she can't get her two. Because a blank's not looking very likely. That is not what they wanted.
Sorry.
It's certainly not a double peel.
No. Well, it's left a double guard. The only benefit to it, I guess, is that probably anything that she comes around with, it's going to be a relatively short double run back.
Feel free to give it a good extension.
Yeah, it looks very gunned up, so to speak.
I think 14-5 should be close. Yeah, we can get it there.
You don't want to be deep on this, though. This is
Line's good.
dangerous to come deep on this because we're into thirds last stone, and that's the traditional, way back to before the free guard zone. If you had last rock and you were going to play aggressive shot with rocks in the middle, you were going to do it on thirds last stone. This is not getting by either.
Straight sideways. Okay. 14-1.
I think she's coming around now. I mean, this is where I was going with that. This is the traditional stone. If you were going to take a gamble around a center guard with last rock, you do it with 3 rocks left to their 2, and you're trying to score 2 points. This is the strategy handbook as to when you're coming around, and now the stagger on them is such that there might not even be a raise available.
You can go early.
Hold it early.
It's a big shot here for Aaron Pincott.
Line's good.
T-line.
Trying to wrap it around the outside here.
Girl!
Finally get it to curl more.
Girl!
Will it finish far enough? It's at the tee line with a little piece of the button, but pretty well exposed.
Yeah, you can make a play on it.
Get third. He's just heavy.
What do you think of hack weight, Sean?
I was thinking just heavy draw.
Well, that's the question that's running through everybody's mind right now. It's because both teams have seen a few rocks over curl. That stone with that Aaron Pincott just threw, she had very good rotation on it. Maybe threw a little extra rotation on it, and the line held nicely. But we've seen a lot of over curls early in this game, and you try to throw anything where you're trying to get to the inside on this. If you ever rub the guard, you could be giving up 3 here.
Yeah, you're in trouble real quick.
Yeah, she could hit and roll to the outside. That's pretty makeable. The problem is then Corryn Brown's going to try to get a better one underneath, and she's still got a chance to get 2. You could, and this kind of looks like what she's playing, play this almost like a draw. Just try to get to the inside corner.
Little heavy draw.
Yeah, you need to move. Well, do you need to move it? You probably don't need to move it, but I think you'd like to at least get it behind the tee line all the way.
Okay. Theirs really came off here, so I think you can afford to give it some.
Yeah.
Because that one really came down.
Yeah, but then there's ran dead straight.
You heard her talking about back line, so maybe trying to move it back far enough that they'd be sitting 2. It's debatable whether back line is enough to get it that far back.
Don't mind 12 and a half. Like a rock less. Yeah. Okay. Like that? Yep. I think if you're close to that red, it's straight all the way.
Yeah.
Samara Harris
Whoa, 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 whoa.
with our first here in the third.
Curl.
Sounds like she felt like she might have popped it a little bit.
Can we take off?
Hard. Hard. Whoa, roll it. Roll the other way. Right out, Mary, right out.
Go to the outside.
Go.
Can they push it far enough out? No.
Shit.
Blue is still shot.
Sorry. Okay. I moved it a touch. Not for it.
So another chance for Brown to make the draw.
Yeah. And then, if she makes this, even if she's only half around, Mahra's going to have a decision to make. She can see that blue in the back. You could hit it and make sure that you're not giving up any more than 2, but that still means you're giving up a 2-point lead. Depends where this one ends up. Like, if she's biting the button here and you wanted to try to hold her to 1, you could follow it down and sit right on top of it and say, okay, try to score 2 in what's left of the forefoot. It's a bit of a gamble. I mean, if you leave her a way to get yours out, you could be giving up 3. This has to be made first.
First 2 for Brown.
Wide cut. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Hard.
I think that's less rotation than Pincott had. This should finish a little harder.
Pass both guards without a problem. Waits pretty darn good, too.
Sideways. It's really hard to judge.
Right to the top of the button.
Yeah, if you want to hold her to 1, you have to freeze to it.
Does that
But
blue
if you
red
bounce
underneath?
off, I don't think it will, and it's certainly not with the risk. They asked if the blue red at the top would make contact with the one that was just thrown. I mean, it could,
I don't think it'll run like that.
but you're still giving up a shot for 2, and what if it doesn't?
Right.
So I don't think you can take the chance.
14, yeah. This is the second one down, so I think even like a 14.
Well, either they're holding really still or my screen is frozen.
I think that
Where are
might be the case, buddy.
Okay.
Does look like they've opted for the freeze.
Okay. So I think Mary was just maybe not as positive.
I know,
with hers.
yeah. Because that's the only one that's really dove like
Yeah. So
And I
think
can
a
tell you
45.
that the YouTube feed is still going. There we go. So our screen froze up a little bit,
like
but
what I gave you for the
it's always
single.
been good on the YouTube feed. So she's got just a little bit more ice than Corryn had to put that draw in there. And she does have to be careful not to bounce off. Like, she can be 6 inches short. That's fine. It still makes the last shot really difficult. You can't bounce off and leave the hit for 3 here.
Held all there.
Mahra Harris with her final stone of the third end.
All there is not what I wanted to hear if I'm sweeping.
T-line.
No, you definitely want to be able to manage it a little bit.
Curl.
You ever heavy? Do you wrap around now?
Curl. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
You got to take it around now. You got to take it around now. Oh, no. In
Yeah.
fairness, I don't know if you ever could have gotten around.
No, you couldn't have gotten around. A decision might have had to be made. They're trying to make it curl too. If you stop a foot higher than that, this is a little bit more dangerous because now they're so close to even. I don't think you could ever jam it. Whereas if it's a foot higher, you hit 2/3 on the outside, you're jamming it onto shot stone.
Should have just given up on it early.
Yeah, well, they were trying to get a curl. You get any sliver in front of it, and this is a risky shot to play. It had more line all the way down. This is, again, that the red and the blue are so close together. Even if she touches the blue on the way by, the red is still probably leaving. And hard for the blue to roll out, even if she was as thin as half a rock, because I think it just rolls into those catchers on the side.
Corryn Brown, final stone of the third end. She has one, looking for 3.
Well, it's tight early.
Okay.
I think it is quite a bit too tight, and a missed opportunity there for Brown. She'll only get a single point and take a 1 stone lead to the 4th. We'll be back from BC after this.
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
Welcome back to the Archie Browning Sports Center. It's the British Columbia Curling Championships here on Curling Stadium. It's a tight affair here between Corryn Brown and Mahra Harris.
Yeah, we've been doing some tough
teams exchanging single points here. Harris has the hammer here in end number 4. Dave Schmel and Sean Joyce here with you, and happy to have you with us on Curling Stadium all week long.
Yeah, Mahra Harris probably breathing a bit of a sigh of relief. Didn't get that last stone where she really wanted it. Could have just as easily been 3 as 1, but as it turns out, she got the force essentially, and she's got the hammer back here in the even end.
Just a little get out of jail free card as you see the official getting ready to put the score up. So, top 4 from McGovry.
Yeah, if anything, just poking out a sliver on the other side. So they threw this turn for the guard. They're going to throw it again to try to come around. Indicated just for the freeze. You could, if you got right to the face on this, you could try to tap it back.
Samantha Fisher
Line's good.
on the lead duties.
I have to go to hold the face of this and for the weight. Line's good.
Yeah, or you can come here.
I don't hate
That's a
that.
lovely shade of blue.
Yeah, it just means that no matter what color you're throwing, there's a chance you can hide your rock in the rings where somebody might trip over it later on. But what else can you do? I mean, we're playing here in BC. You got to have blue. It's the color, right?
Apparently.
Well, it is. It absolutely is. It's a BC color. We don't use green rocks in Saskatchewan, but I thought we should go with green and yellow here because those are our colors, right?
Where? Can you be here?
Well, we have green and yellow rings at my home club.
We went with green and red rocks here a couple of times. That draws a number of complaints because apparently the most common, I'm not colorblind, but apparently the most common colorblind mix-up is between green and red. So those are 2 rocks that shouldn't be together. But green and yellow I would like to see.
I don't mind it. Is that better? I think.
And for BC, it's got to be blue, and you can take your pick as to which the other color is. When they go to provincials, at least as I always remembered, it was blue and white. You're not going to have white rocks.
Let's go.
Shout out to our colleague Connor Sims watching. It is still your fault, Connor. Oh,
Good, good.
does it get all the way out? Not quite.
Still really good, though. It got it out into the edge of the 12-foot. The bluestone at the top of the ring's shot rock now. It forces a bit of a decision here for Harris. Are we playing offense, or do we want to make sure we can get a blank out of this at the very least? It is the even end. You'll see a lot of teams, even on tour, try to score in the even end. So she's going to ignore the two blues, come around them. There still might be a chance to get that stone out at the top of the 12-foot and maybe bring that one at the side back in later on in the end.
Hard line.
Boy, you got to get this by, though.
Can they get Wilson stone by? It's going straight sideways right now.
Sideways. 14-4.
Exactly.
Just didn't have the weight, really.
Nose is good too.
So now the shoe on the other foot. Chance for Brown to get a little aggressive.
Yeah, there's still more towards the force. I mean, she's got to get rid of that red on the side. She might try to roll towards the middle, but I think if you're dead in behind cover, you're going to be behind the tee line.
Heavy.
Coming with enough weight for a flat roll. Will they get it?
Okay, good.
It rolls. Does come behind the tee line into the back four.
Yeah, it's not a rock you think about as being in a steel spot, but it does force, in this case, the Harris team they're going to try to open things up now. You could get all three blues here with one shot and possibly leave yourself a corner guard. You might roll out of play. She'd like to definitely move the top two. It's not critical to get that one at the back of the 4 foot.
Hard. Whoa. Roll the shooter.
Yeah, it doesn't want to stay right there, though, either.
Okay. One.
That is not
top,
that's not the first stone for Sasha Wilson that has dramatically over curled. Now they asked her something about her wrists, so thinking she might have gotten one soft, and that would have been an in-turn as well. So either it's something that she's doing with her in-turn, or there could be the possibility that she's got one rock that's curling a little more because she thought it felt like it had something underneath it.
I come in. Running a hair.
Important that they give her some feedback on those because she's got to figure that out.
This one they're indicating is a bit of a spinner.
Yeah. Erin Pincott did that with a draw last in just to hold it out there. They're still curling tons. Like, if it's in your repertoire, it might be something these curlers are going to have to do a little bit more of. Make sure you've got extra rotation because it'll hold it out there a little bit longer, and they're still going to curl plenty hard at the end. But we've seen lots of over curls already in this game, and you know, it happens once in a while in the arena ice with the freshly conditioned rocks is that they curl very aggressively. And so you have to make sure you get out to the broom, and you'll see a lot of the players in the slams and such where they play on this ice all the time. They have developed a bit of a set in their release to hold it out there. Positive release where you've got a little bit more rotation can help.
Just a straight peel over the top. They really would have liked to have gotten that one on the way by.
Yeah, they'd like to get that one out of the top 12. The one, again, out of the back four is not worrying them as much as the one at the top 12.
So back comes the guard from Meredith Cole.
Okay, same line.
Or Erin Pincott.
Yeah, we'll let Erin throw this one.
Yeah, you know, it's only fair, right?
Keep going.
It's in.
Whoa. Okay. Yikes.
Well, you heard that there. Yikes.
Yeah. Well, you got a choice now. You hit that on the nose, you make the double, you leave your shooter in a usable position. Or you try to get it over the top, and I think she's going for the nose hit. If you try to get it over the top, you might be able to get all three of them, but you're losing the shooter.
So here's Cole.
Yep.
just get the top one. Did it roll under cover at all? I don't think so. No, wide open.
Yeah, that won't matter. The two in the middle are still shot and second shot, so Brown throw one more guard at least. Harris is going to have a decision to make here. My
Might be
tendency
time to just start drawing.
I think she has to draw. You're on to skip stones now. So Brown makes the guard. Even if you make the double, you're going to be forced. If you're going to be forced, you may as well try to score 2. Now, unless she leaves this in a spot where she thinks she can get all 3 of them, which is possible.
Play tight. Clean. 2.5. Okay, gotta sit for line. 2.5. Has to sit. Can you clean it?
This is the difference in the rotation between brownstones and pincots. You can just see this one started curling earlier and it's finishing harder. Whereas pincots, they were trying to work it over towards the line. She might have left her enough she can play a hit here. Well, she's still talking about the draw. I don't mind hitting that top one because you hit it, roll to the edge. Now, with the finish, you might even be able to get it enough to get the double. But just hit it and roll to the edge. You're sitting second and third. Can Corryn Brown really guard when you're sitting 2? Probably not. This is a good call, too. The key here, and this is as much for the sweepers as it is for the thrower, it looks like you might be playing a freeze. You're not. If you come down to the back one, Corryn Brown will follow it down, and you're either going to be forced or you're probably going to give up a steal of 1 if she locks the freeze on. This needs to be just in front of the tee line. And then if she follows it down, you still got to draw on the other side, so there could still be a shot for 2.
You got it, Mahra.
Look how wide they have to go to get the line for this. This is an amazing curl here.
Okay, we're soft. Yep.
So here's Harris trying to draw it around the outside.
Halfway.
That's not what you want to hear. They said she was soft right away, but this is a guard.
Halfway, that's not.
We're not
that's
there.
not good there. Indeed, you are not.
Sorry. We'll get it. Yeah, even if you're. Yeah, make her draw the other way. Yeah.
The tough part of this is that you've seen it already. The wider they have to go, it does seem like the ice is a little heavier as they get out wide. And so now she's got to go just a little wider still to get around the one that was just thrown. But the nice thing, if you're Corryn Brown here, if you're short, all she's got left is the draw through the port on the other side, and it's not a big port.
I think so. And I'll probably plow it early.
The shot's there. I mean, you could draw through that out-turn port and get to it. The way it finishes, you could certainly get to full 4-foot, maybe even grab a piece of the button. So she'll have a shot, but it's not going to be easy. And it's not going to look easy from the hacks either. As a skip, you always like to be able to see a clear, open path to the 4-foot. She's not going to have that.
There it goes.
Final stone from Brown.
Yeah, it's coming down.
Still open.
Back 4.
Okay, go back.
On the carve.
Go back.
It's on its own. It's on its own.
Okay, just leave it then.
They're talking about it being back, so they made sure they took it back far enough that she can't just follow it down and be shot rock.
Still be a draw against 3.
Yeah, it will be.
And especially because you're only halfway the first time.
Well, yeah, and you're still going wider. Like, you saw how Corryn Brown just got caught. She knew she was going wider.
What was yours?
She ended up throwing too much weight because it's a guess. You know you have to throw a little bit more, but how much more?
I still think
And it changes now for Harris because it's the second rock and row down this exact same path.
I think a 14-1 will come off really nice. Just nice positive release, Mahra. You got it.
And you're still facing 3. So this big shot here.
Samara Harris Needs to catch a good piece of the forefoot to get her single here. Final stone of the fourth, facing 3.
Okay, I think we're close. Room right now.
Yeah.
Do it. Room.
Wilson McIlvery on the sweep.
Hurl. Kate's raw.
Yep, you can go.
Gotta get half in the 4. Half in the 4. Half in
Half
the 4.
of the 4. Still need to carry it. Still need to carry to get there. The weight's there. Will it get enough curl? Will it get enough curl? No, it won't.
Very sweet.
It's going to be a steal of 1 for Corryn Brown. She takes a 2-stone lead. Harris has a hammer in 5 when we come back. You're watching Curling Stadium.
Yeah, great guess. Great guess, great speed.
When I was younger, I thought purpose had to be big, like changing the world. But then there's the little things, like fueling someone's car before an early shift, or helping someone find the perfect bottle to toast a special occasion, making sure the shelves are full so a family can cook dinner, so those kids can have their favorite treats. Like giving back, like making everyone's day just a bit better. Maybe that's exactly our purpose.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting 10-fold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game.
Center in Esquimalt, BC. It was a stolen point in the 4th end for Corryn Brown. Harris trails by 2 here in the 5th.
Yeah, big steal. It changes the tactics a little bit. Corryn Brown bringing that first one into the rings. Doesn't need to throw a center guard just yet. You know that Harris is probably going to throw corners. And we were talking about a little bit during the break. Harris already down 2. And, I mean, it's still early. There's lots of time to make this up. But she's a little tight on her time clock already. She's down to just over 20 minutes with 6 ends to play.
Okay, over and off, Mare.
And this guard's going to be really long. This might be a situation where I don't know if they normally would have been thinking 2 corners already, but with that one being that long, you might see them throw the second corner tighter to the rings on the same side, because that by
corners,
that by itself isn't really covering much. But if you wanted to play the stack corners, it's in a great position.
Well, you take the hand that you're dealt, right?
Yeah. To an extent, at times, anyway.
Yeah. Good.
It didn't bury shot rock. You could make a play on shot.
Do you ever like hack or you like the freeze?
I know they weren't asking me, but I like hack.
I like it. 14-5.
If you don't move that rock out of the middle, it gets real hard. Again, that corner guard by itself isn't much good for anything. So you need a chance to play another corner guard up there. I would like to get this out of there, play hack weight, move it out of there, let them hit it. As long as they don't end up buried, you could throw the second corner tight, and you might have something you could use later on. You're not going to get a chance to play it later than that.
This one's awfully close to the guard. It is going to wick it.
But it was not on the center line, so you get away with that.
Even halfway is fine.
Now you're almost in a spot, though, because there's going to be another guard thrown here. If you're Harris, you've got to get back to trying to clean up the middle so that you can have a path in, and that means you're playing defensive shots at a part in the end where you'd like to be trying to set up some offense.
Clean it. 2.5. 2. Almost to the red. Yeah. Little bump. Little bump. Please get it to center before the red. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Trying to keep this one moving up to the center line, and they do.
That's good.
Try that. Or it's like the double peel.
Yeah, I like the double peel.
I like the double
I don't
peel.
mind that.
He's got the run on the red, talking about the double peel and the 2 blues, so
I'm worried this
probably
is
trying to
gonna
hit
spill
about...
in, but that's okay, I think. Let's make that.
She's worried
you
about the first blue catching the second one thick enough to catch the red and then spill in. There's actually a chance if you hit this right, so hit about... Again, it's hard to tell from that camera angle, but maybe about half a rock on the first one. Catch the second one very thin, and it might come straight back and deal with the shot rock for you.
Stolen away from Wilson. Trying to open things up. Did not get the double peel, just got the single peel.
They missed the sweep call on that. She was calling clean, and they actually needed to go hard on that. If it touches the second one at all, there's a chance it's coming back and getting shot rock. I think she thought they had it. Usually, when you're calling clean on something like that, it means she thought they had the second stone.
Less? Oh no, weight's good. Same weight, halfway. Leave it. Half.
Just looking to put it back.
High half.
Very nice.
You can say okay and then take it back.
Oh, does that leave a port?
You got it. Nice throw, nice and positive.
I mean, if you had to, maybe, but...
If it's there, you can throw it, buddy.
I think it would go if you had to. I don't think you're throwing it on second stone. You still want to clean something up here. They're going to play the double the other way this time, though. So it's blue onto the red and then try to bring the red back into the rings and do some damage. It's in the ballpark.
Good. Really nice.
Just like that.
Nice.
And undercover to boot.
I think so.
Yeah, do you think more ice than this? You like
Well,
everything
and it
nice?
opens up the opportunity now for Harris to play some offense now. Because even if this shot is made, she's going to have to roll to the open. You could very easily decide to just ignore this and come around. It's a triple staggered corner now.
Oh. Curl. 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 Hard on the red.
That's kind of how
They dig it out and roll open.
Yeah, I like to come around. She wants to, okay, where are we at? We're third first stone. So she's thinking hit roll to the outside one more time. And then when Brown hits it again, she won't be anywhere near the 4-foot. And then she'll come around. You cannot roll her out here, though.
It was an 11-8, but that's kind of how
You don't want to give
Corryn.
Brown the chance to come around those guards first.
Almost flash it and then curl.
10-5. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Hard. 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 Man.
Hard for a piece.
9-3. Sorry. Yeah.
And away it goes.
So now Brown will come around, and she can afford to... This is not about a steal anymore, because you're not on the center line. The middle's always going to be open. This is about taking those guards away from the Harris team. So you saw her tap top 4-foot, but even if they're just full 8-foot around the guards, it takes away her path to get in behind there and still be shot rock.
Okay. Stay close. Line's good. Let it
So
work.
pin cut.
Curl. Always curl. Always curl.
Oh, you don't want to be deep here.
T-line.
They say it's T-line. It's more than that.
That's good. Ah, shoot.
Straight follow down, eh?
I would. I mean, she wants to move it. She wants to have more room later on
2
in
inches
the end.
buried, inch and a half. 11. 11.
Yeah.
Well, she
The
said
problem
7
is
for a sec.
when you move it, like I'd almost rather freeze the center line side. You can make this shot and still not be in great shape because you're going to roll to just behind the tee line, behind the corners, and Corryn Brown's going to try to draw and sit in front of you somewhere, and you won't be able to get it out.
11. Yep. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. 11-5. Yep. Clean. Yes. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Curl.
Once they're by the guard, then needless to curl.
Now trying to carve it over and walk it over. It's going to stay wide open.
10-7.
Yeah, wide open doesn't hurt them. Corryn Brown probably can't ignore it, and the same problem for her. If she hits and rolls off of it, she's behind the tee line. You don't want to be behind the tee line behind the corner guard because she'll freeze to it or draw in front of it somewhere.
I don't know. It looks like 10, but I can't tell. Oh.
So your best outcome is to roll maybe a skosh to the broom side?
That's not bad. They actually indicated maybe just a little bit across the face, not really under the guards, but towards the guards. And again, I think they're thinking that way Harris will play it again, and when she rolls in behind, she'll be behind the tee line. So it's all about 2 or 3 shots ahead. What are we going to leave the opposition then? And when she makes it, what is she going to leave me?
Curl to nose.
Well, this isn't going to get across the face.
9-7.
That's fine. There was
That's fine. Harris, again, has to play that. And if she rolls behind the corner guard, she's behind the tee line. Brown freezes to it, and the end is gone.
10.
This is one where, and like you're stuck here. You nose hit this. Brown tries to roll behind, and you're forced. This might be one where you try to roll really big. Try to roll over to the 8-foot behind those corner guards and at least make Corryn Brown try to draw cold. If she makes it, you're forced, but if she leaves you a way to get it out, it could be for 2.
10. 10-5. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Curl.
So first here for Harris.
Whoa. Other way. Whoa.
Straight. Well, clean. You're just on the nose. Okay.
Well, we took a little bit out of every column there. Carve straight.
Well, even last year, you kind of know where we're doing that.
Yeah, it gives Brown the chance to get in behind the guards, and she can get in behind there anywhere, behind the blue one or all the way over to that red that's just protecting the very edge of the 8-foot. If she's covered, Mahra Harris is going to have to try to take her single. Now, where it gets interesting is if she leaves her a third of a rock, does she play for the blank?
So final from Corryn Brown. Indicating it's a little bit heavy.
Yeah, we're not straight, and you roll that way. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, she's playing for the blank now.
I don't know,
9-4. Looked like she just kind of floated it. Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Let's make it.
All right, trying to make that peel and blank it out.
Will allow her to keep the last rock into the even ends. Like ideally, if you're gonna get your 2 and be tied up, you'd love to do it after the even ends and keep that last rock, presumably an 8 and 10.
Whoa!
Final stone of the 5th, looking for the blank.
Clean, yeah, a little bit.
And the blank is in the books.
Blank.
So Harris will retain the hammer, trailing by 2. When we come back for the second half, after this, you're watching Curling Stadium.
Yes, yes.
Curl in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, boy.
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
The Kia Victoria experience is a different and better way to purchase a vehicle. We believe that the more positive your car buying experience, the more you're going to love your Kia. When we say the right thing to do, we're talking about putting the customer's needs first. It's about being honest and transparent, both in sales and in the service department, and it's also about treating everyone equally. If you haven't considered Kia Victoria, I would say come see it for yourself. You're going to be impressed with the people that you meet and impressed with the product.
And welcome back to the BC Curling Championships from the Archie Browning Sports Center. It's 3-1 in favor of Corryn Brown. Take a look at our other scores right now. Sean, why don't you take us around the rings?
Yeah, 5 sheets here, so 3 women's games out there. Halfley and Powell, it's 2-1 after 5, and then okay, we'll take a look over at they've got to get the sheet
Blanford
1 or sheet 5, but Blanford has a 3-2 lead as they play there in the 6th end. Our featured just waited to get back onto the ice here in the 6th, 3-1 as we begin the 6th. Halfley with a 2-1 lead over Powell. And then the third women's game over, Kayla Wilson was trailing 5-1, picked up 4 points going into the break to draw even with Taylor Reese Hansen. So they're all tied up there as they play in the 5th. And then Jason Montgomery and Wes Craig tied at 4 apiece playing into the 6th. There, interesting note on the Craig team. I saw a story on them. It was a senior team that they only entered the playdowns just as a tune-up, and here they are. They're trying to get ready for seniors, and they're playing in a provincials on the men's side.
Well, that gets you all caught up right now, and we'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
When I was younger, I thought purpose had to be big, like changing the world. But then there's the little things, like fueling someone's car before an early shift, or helping someone find the perfect bottle to toast a special occasion, making sure the shelves are full so a family can cook dinner, so those kids can have their favorite treats. Like giving back, like making everyone's day just a bit better. Maybe that's exactly our purpose.
And we are all back. We're coming out of the fifth end break, and we see there the time clocks between the two teams, and Team Harris a little short on time, Sean.
Yeah, a little disparity. We could hear them chatting a little bit during the break as well. The team is aware of it. They are going to have to be careful how they play in the second half. The fact that they're 2 down does not help them because they got to play some offensive shots, and they're tight. Like you start the game with 38 minutes. You'd like to have 19, obviously, then when you get to the break. They do still have their timeout, but again, you might have to save that for, one of the last 2 shots of the game just to make sure the skip has travel time to get down to the other end. And they're in a situation where they need to generate offense. The sooner they can do it, the better they'll end up. Like you get back to even and you don't have to make as many decisions after that, or they start to look a little bit more automatic. I expect that they already know how they were going to approach this end. I would anticipate they'll either throw the corner, or you might see them play the delayed corner that Brown did earlier. Looks like she's gone straight to the corner guard.
Good sweep.
And we'd like to thank all of you for joining us here on Curling Stadium. We have full coverage of this provincial championship all week long. Every sheet is going to be streamed with commentary on many of them.
A lot of those games are going to have access to a telestrator as well, but apparently not the ones I'm doing. I'm starting to think that that they're holding it back. James has it. I know it's there. I saw them playing with it in some of the preview things before we went to broadcast. So I know it's there. If I find out they're using it for every game except mine and they're just holding it to laugh at me, I wouldn't put it past some of these people. And this would have been a great game to use it. We've had so many angles already through 5 ends. Like, it's been a treat to watch.
And I'm Dave Schmell, and he is the Sage of Saskatoon, the curmudgeonly Sean Joyce.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you wouldn't call me curmudgeonly before Christmas. Everybody wants to stay on the nice list when you look like Santa.
Alright, Sarah.
Well, speaking of gifts, we've had a lot of gifts from all of our great sponsors of this event, especially our presenting sponsors. Best Western, Bel Air Direct, Driftwood Brewery, Digital Direct, and AMJ Moving. Our platinum sponsors, Kia Victoria and Peninsula Co-op. And our government and community partners, the Greater Victoria Sport Tourism Commission, the Government of BC, Via Sport, and the Township of Esquimalt. Thank you all for supporting curling here in BC, and you can still support curling just a little bit more yourself, because you can go to rafflebox.ca. The jackpot is currently up to $2,800 for tonight's 50-50. Get those tickets at rafflebox.ca.
Yeah, certainly want to thank all the sponsors. It's such a it's hard to make any of these events go without the sponsorship. You wouldn't be able to do it. And you know, there's a double side to it too. I personally, it's my opinion. I love the way it's changed the ice surface, because now we've got the logos on the ice, which I think looks so much nicer than there's just more out there. It's got a better look to it. But an unintended consequence of it, and that means some of the sponsors are going to get some extra benefits over the week, because by the time this week's out, you will hear players use those logos out there as landmarks. They'll tell you, put it on the O in the co-op logo, or any one of these. Like, it's become part of the lexicon. They'll talk about the logos as landmarks. It was not an intended consequence, but it's, you know, a little extra bang for the sponsor buck.
You got it.
It's funny how it's worked out that way.
Yeah, I got it.
Nothing in here that anybody's going to trip over. I can remember and we've all seen
the coffee cups.
The coffee cups, where the rocks, you lose track of them. Like, even the standing out on the ice, they just can't see them, and you trip over the rocks because it's lost in the logo. It's fascinating.
Good.
It happens in the house all the time. Blue and red rocks, we got blue and red rings. You know, there's the possibility of rocks can get lost in the rings sooner or later, but nice double peel there.
Yep, a very nice double peel for sure. And of course,
I think so, yeah.
this event is here to determine who's going to go to the Montana's Briar, as well as this guy's Tournament of Hearts, to represent BC.
Yeah, and on the Tournament of Hearts side, there is still the possibility. So, with Rachel Homan winning the Olympic trials, not being able to return to the Scotties as returning Team Canada, that means the 4 pre-qualified teams all move up the ladder a little bit. There's going to be one spot still to be determined, and they're going off the highest ranking team that doesn't qualify from their provincial playdowns. So there is a chance, and it depends what happens in every province, but you know, Taylor Reese-Hansen is one of the teams that's up there in points and could get the points berth if she doesn't happen to win the province, which could mean there could be 2 teams going out of BC. And we won't know until all of the provinces are finished their playdowns, but you know, there is a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance.
13! Clean! Whoa! Touch off, 13! Clean, yep! Clean! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Clean! Yes! Clean, yes, yes, yes. Whoa!
This one clears the guards just fine. Can they get underneath the corner? No, not really.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to get to the nose, and it might have been better off to do what you were talking about. Try to sweep that straight, roll behind the corner.
Yeah, same.
So now they've left a chance for the Brown team to hit and roll to the top of the button. Dead buried. It's going to be hard to get at it.
Yeah.
You see the Harris team has picked up the pace of play a little bit here, but it hasn't gotten difficult yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, the lead and second stones don't usually take as much time anyway. First of all, they're already down at the other end, and, you know, there's not as many other rocks in play. Your decisions a lot of time are dictated by the free guard zone.
Good sweep.
Well, like to keep that shooter.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah. 14-5.
So here's our first offense.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is the shot I'd play either. You've got a split available on those reds. I think if you want to come around here, you want to keep this as high as you can.
Felt heavy.
You get to the top of the 4 foot,
really
Brown's going to
big.
follow it down.
Do you need a tap? Yep. Where? Well then. Line's good. Sasha's wrong. Well,
Yeah, they can't go. This is too deep.
3-6. Okay.
Goes to the back 4 and all the way into the back 8.
Well, if you're going to be behind the tee line, you want to be back there. You don't want to leave it where she could freeze to it and really shrink the scoring area. So in that regards, it's not the worst, but it still gives Brown a chance to get something in front of the tee line buried that you've got to deal with.
So to use a curling euphemism, You don't hate it, but you're
You can't hurt it.
probably not buying a dinner either.
Hard line. Line's good. Real.
I don't know if that's a curling euphemism.
Oh,
Girl.
I don't hate it. Good drag there.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. Erin Pincott's been having a good game, and that she's got a little bit more rotation than anybody else on the sheet, and it has really helped the line on her draws.
Back line weight.
You guys give them a lot more opportunity to control their shots.
Yeah.
Okay, 13.
You can get to this maybe with enough weight to move it, but if you're going to pass it by your own at the back, you're going to have to get thin and roll to the corner. Now, that's not necessarily bad. If you could sit two, it might stop Corryn Brown from trying to come around again.
Yes. Yes.
So Meredith Cole on the down weight hit. They think it's really down weight.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh,
Yep. Roll it.
trying to shift gears here. I concur.
That wasn't a good gear. Yeah, they stopped, and I think maybe she was hoping they were going to rub the high red guard. You might have been better off to stay on that and at least hit it as thin as you can, because they've left it buried.
Top eight's good. Yeah, I think because it blocks theirs, right? Yeah.
That's a very
Yeah, you needed your
steelish
shooter.
rock.
You needed your shooter to roll on
Top
that
eight's
one.
good, right?
Like she'll have this, but that's fine. It still goes into theirs, probably. Yeah. Okay.
Well, Corryn needs to be a little careful where she puts this. Like that red stone that was just left there, she can see almost all of it. So if you just touch the center line on this, she should be able to see enough of the red to run it back onto this stone.
T-line right now. Line's good. Line's good now. Line's good. Yeah, top four. Easy. T-line. It's coming down. Yeah, we just need to let it sit. 14-3.
So they need to sit.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Sits maybe a little bit too far back.
Yeah, it's a little deep.
Yeah, so if theirs was a 14-3,
Now, I
so
mean,
14-5, yeah.
You better make this shot, because if you don't make this one, you might not get a chance to score at all. But even then, you're still likely only scoring one.
Draw. 14-5.
So you hear him talking about the time, 14-5. That's the time for the stones to go between the two hog lines.
Yeah, and it is very path sensitive. You've heard them talk about, as they go a little bit wider, talking about 14-1 and saying it will come down, and at that they've been short on a couple of them. So it really depends on where you throw this. Like if she's a little full and gets into that wider path, it may come down.
Curl, you're on the guard. Okay, straight then, straight.
Going plan B, they think it's really hot.
Close, on the red. Go.
They might get away with this, Sean. They might get away with it.
No.
What am I doing?
Facing two, and I don't know what have you got left. So the two reds.
Yeah, like you can be. Yeah.
Looks like the two reds are lined up that they won't go into anything anymore. She might have the long red, like the red that's just out front of the house. She might be able to see enough of it to tap it onto the one that was just thrown and spin it into the button area. Yeah, the two reds definitely look like they're angled to go by everything in the forefoot.
No, I like this brew. Yeah.
It's not a shot she's going to want to play, but it's all she's going to have, I think, is the tap on the tight guard just off the center line onto the one that was just thrown and try to spin it into the button area.
Well, Corryn Brown trying to make it very, very difficult here. Her last of the sixth.
Yeah, if she could tap this half around, she could probably take that away too.
Brown
Tight on top
coming into this
12.
draw at 1-0.
Top 12. Okay, well then.
She's just trying to throw the straight guard, take it away. She might actually make it easier. Blue onto red.
15-3.
That probably goes.
Didn't really die out there, hey? Yeah.
Yeah, and there's less distance between the two of them, so she can see all of the blue, so it's going to be a more comfortable tap to play.
No. Do we want to
She's wondering if she can get to the red directly.
Yeah, I like that.
She's looking at the
I like that.
tap
Yeah.
that I was talking about, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Mind if I hold it back here?
I mean, this is still there. To me, the blue onto the red looks easier now.
I like it. You got it.
Because you can see all of the blue as well, and it's going into the side of that other blue. There's never any danger, I don't think, that you're killing the red. Like, that's the problem. That's the danger with this one. You drive red onto red, and if you overcurl the first one, catch the second one a little bit thin, you could drive it right through the button and still give up 2.
Touch more, Here.
Probably a scenario where you get really unlucky and give up 3.
She's not throwing enough weight for that. The raised stone is staying in the 4-foot somewhere.
So facing 2, final stone, the 6th.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Whoa.
Mara Harris has to
Whoa.
dig her way out of this one.
Curl.
This got to curl a ton.
Curl. 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 Curl.
It's trying.
Curl.
On its way up. Tap it up. Will you get enough of it there? No, you won't. It's going to be a steal of 2 for Brown. And she will take a 4-stone lead going into the 7th. We'll be back from the BC Championships after this on Curling Stadium.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
It hasn't been a minute and 10 seconds.
To the BC Curling Championships from the Archie Browning Sports Center in Esquimalt, BC. Dave Schmelin, Sean Joyce here with you on this evening. Thank you so much for joining us on Curling Stadium. It was another 2 stolen points for Brown. And Team Harris has a 4-stone deficit to make up, and we heard them in the break, Sean, saying that they're going to push them all in here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to play for your deuce here. You don't have to reinvent the math to work. I mean, curler's math is you want to try to get 2 with last rock, force a single, and at worst, you want to have to steal single points. So you get your 2, force a single, get your 2, you're 1 down coming home. That's a manageable situation. If you get forced to a single, you're getting tough, and you certainly can't afford a blank. You don't have enough time to be blanking any more ends. So you'll see them probably throw 2 corners here.
3. Make sure it's there. All you. Running a bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Uh-oh. 4-8. No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Praying for it to stop is not good.
Will it stop? Will it stop? Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
And conversely, the other side of the strategy spectrum here for Corryn Brown, you're bringing these rocks in the middle. This is not about stealing. if you bring some rocks into the middle, you know that eventually Harris is going to have to deal with them. When she does that, you're going to have time to deal with stuff on the corners. Plus, anything in the middle, rocks are going to get grouped. There might be opportunities for doubles later on. She doesn't need to generate offense here. She just needs to create situations where she'd like to get Harris playing defensive shots again. And at some point in time, she'll have to deal with those stones. So they're going to stack the guards. That's the other thing we haven't seen yet. They haven't played the two corner guards on purpose yet, but when there's so much movement towards the middle, it's hard to throw corner guards on opposite sides because there's a chance that both corner guards are going to block your paths to the button, and you'd like to have a path to the button left for your last one.
2. Yeah, it's a little big. We're on the R.
You don't want this
On
tight.
the
There you
R.
go. I told you they'd be
On the
using
R.
the logos for landmarks,
Yep.
and it's already started here.
A little bit past the R.
Yeah, tighter together than they would have liked them. Now, this is still just the fifth stone at the end, so they can't play the double peel, but later on, if there's an opportunity to play it, those two are a little close together. Brown's got two good ones in the middle now, so she'll try to guard them.
Yeah, we're on.
We're to it.
Yeah. Wait, if we're...
They don't mind being in the rings. You don't want to miss with a long guard here.
Top 4 right now.
We're top 4.
And everybody in BC, you have just about 7.5 minutes to get your 50-50 in for today.
You definitely want to line these up, though, if you're here. You'd hate to leave a triple.
That's fine.
That's probably good. Tempting. I think really tempting to hit that one right on the nose with just quiet weight. The two that are stacked and stay in front of the other two.
Getting Max. Stop. I'm getting T.
They're playing the straight to come around the corner guards. Use your corner guards.
Please, yep. Don't want to. Back 8. Line's good. Back 8. Back 8, back 12. 13,
Back 8, back 12.
Which is fine if it's buried.
No, sit. Okay. Time, sorry?
Will it stay on the rings? It is a biter in the back.
Yeah, that might be fine. Because here's the thing. The double peel is tough. Because to hit it, nose hit double peel's easy, except then the first stone is coming towards those three blues.
We're up 4.
It's tough to play a single peel. Yes, you could single peel the back guard of the two. But if you try to just peel the top one, again, you're pushing it towards the blues. That's not comfortable.
You got it.
She's going to try to hit this thin enough to get it over the top and get the double peel that way.
Here, I think.
Even if you just jam it, at least you get rid of one of them.
So, Sasha Wilson.
Yeah. Stay close.
Or Sarah Colton.
Hard.
I'm just going to try to cover that up again, but thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. What do you say is the most normal form of color blindness?
Well, it's supposed to be green and red.
You got it.
Damn, I can't even blame that. So the guard will come back up.
Okay. 2, 3.
I was just a little bit early. There's Sarah.
3, 4.
Well, no, this is Sasha's.
Oh, be quiet. Sasha.
You're wrong.
Sasha's. Oh, my goodness.
Pass your broom. Looks all there. 5, 4. What is it?
With friends like you, Shawnee.
Good.
Hitting and rolling in front.
Is it 9, 5?
It makes everything much simpler for this end, and that guard is too tight, too, because Corryn Brown might be able to roll into the rings.
I like that.
You'd like to keep that biter at the back in play, so to speak. Eventually, your play right now, to me, still looks like the nose hit on that one blue. Stay in front of the other two, then let her hit the one at the back corner. But if she's sitting 4, she might not ever have to make a play on that. And that's why this guard might be a little too tight. She might be able to roll into the rings, get full 12 foot off this. That might not stop.
Will
though.
it stop?
Sorry, I thought I
No.
did a hair at the end.
I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
I think I'm making a play on the Blues. She's going to play the freeze. I don't mind
14-5
hitting the
still?
one. I don't mind the freeze either. You got to make it. That's if you're freezing, I would be trying to freeze the pocket. That doesn't look like enough ice to me.
Okay, tight line, yep. Yep. This'll curl, yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Looks heavy. Curl. Curl, 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 curl. Hard. Whoa.
Yeah, she was
Whoa.
playing the dead freeze on the one that you could have nose hit that and still ended up frozen.
So tap it back and release the back one just a little bit.
Yeah, but there's still a jam there. I think you're guarding. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay,
So
she's
Corryn
good
will
here.
ask
Hang on, let's go. Just let her know.
Aaron to guard this up.
Don't go there. Top 12. Top 12. Line's good. Top 12. Full 12.
I don't know if you want this into the rings.
That's fine.
Does that angle hurt you at all?
Well, no.
Yeah.
And she's going to play the ones in the rings first. This might be one where the time clock's getting her. She already had in mind to play this one in the rings. I'm not so sure there's not a nose hit triple there. And with a nose hit, that means your 3 reds are staying in the rings. And you've dealt with a couple of the blues right away. Now, she can make a double this way, I think. Not throwing a ton of weight, though.
Whoa. Clean, yep. 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 Yep.
This one's going to be awfully tight to the center. Just gets past it.
Good.
And they are going to move the one clear in the back.
Or you can get to
They
nose.
lie second and third right now.
Yeah, that's probably the best they
just
could
peel
do
it.
with that
The jam,
call.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Do you have all of it? Okay. If you do this, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
nose hit
10
they would sit
and a
to,
half,
but
or-
probably leaves a double and
Yeah.
maybe a triple. Although for the triple, I think you'd
close.
lose your shooter.
Take a look when you're down there.
Must be.
What she definitely doesn't want to do, in my opinion anyway, you don't want to roll just a foot. Like, you'd hate to roll just to where the broom is, because then you're probably leaving an in-off double on the shot stone that would be a piece under cover.
10 and a half.
Either roll all the way over into the 8-foot or stay right on the nose. And that's, you need to make a firm decision, because if you don't make a firm decision, that's usually when you end up getting right in the middle of those two options, and that's the spot where you don't want to be.
So Brown with her first.
Hard! Hard! Close! Well,
Working
curl!
hard on the line.
Curl!
I'm trying to walk it over a little bit more. Will they get far enough over?
10-2.
I think I'd want to see the overhead. Is it behind? I
This
think
is
it's
lower.
behind the shot stone enough that you couldn't play the enough double.
Looks really,
Are
really
we ever
close.
tapping this? Yeah, I like that. Okay. 10?
Still play this, I guess, because even if it might be there on the next one.
Gotta roll into the side of it, right up double.
The only other shot I see would be the straight draw. I guess you could play the blue one straight back for now, but then hard not to leave a double that would take your whole end away.
So first stone for Harris. And here it comes.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes, 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 yes. Roll, roll.
They get the hit, they get the roll. Does it stick to be shot? Very, very close. Going to take a look at the overhead to find out. And I think it's red.
Oh, I don't. I think it's blue. And now here's the other thing. Brown's got a 4-point lead. She doesn't have to play but the shot's there if she wanted to. Blue one straight back, and I think both reds go. With some weight, but Corryn Brown can throw that weight.
Yeah, it's like a corner guard. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It probably is blue.
Yeah, I think so.
She's trying to block the draw path
Right,
here.
like that looks lined
take
up
a look
all
when
day
you're down
to me
there.
that it just goes onto theirs. Like they have no shot for 2 right now, regardless, right?
I disagree.
I disagree as well.
Here's the thing.
Quite emphatically, actually.
Well, the scoreboard's I'm not sure that they thought this through. She's trying to take away the draw path, which I understand that. But when you put this corner guard up there, I'm not saying it's an easy shot. But as soon as you put the corner guard up there, she is going to have a shot for 2. She's going to run the corner guard in to try to pick that blue off the side of the button and leave the 2 reds. And it's the only shot she's going to have, and so she's going to play it.
Box line. Box line tight.
So Brown looking to lay up the guard here.
Really gotta go. Really gotta go. Really gotta go. Good. That's good. Just sweeping.
I think that's fine there. I mean, she could play the...
Really nice throw.
Yeah, I don't even see the straight back working for her.
Yeah.
I think that's all she's got still. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
She can't see it. Like that blue didn't end up on enough of an angle.
Never.
Like
This
it's
is
not
always
out there
straight
wide
jamming.
enough.
This is
that,
never for one going
you
over.
can't, if you're trying to run that corner guard in and it's not in the screen, it's up higher.
Yeah.
If you're trying to run that in and just catch the edge of the blue and pick it clean, she can't see very much of it from where the guard is.
Okay. You want it there then?
The guard's probably good enough that
I'm not sure what she's trying to do here. Blue across the face of the red with weight. So you jam the first red, and then you're doubling the blue and the red off the button in the back forefoot, I guess. But boy, if you ever hit this blue one on the nose, it's probably handshakes. She's probably trying to hit about half on the center line side, maybe 2/3. Half is close. You want to catch that red thin, but you got to catch it with some weight because you got to jam the blue stone out off the red at the back.
Final stone of the 7th. Blue onto the red, onto the blue. It's going to be a steal of 1 for Brown.
1. Oh, my life flashed before
And
my eyes.
It's a 5-point lead for them as we
In my head, I was
get
I was
ready to head
hoping it
to
would go
end number
that
8.
way, even though it was never.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
And welcome back to BC. It's the BC Curling Championships from the Archie Browning Sports Center. You're watching here on Curling Stadium. Dave Schmel, joined by Sean Joyce. James Gordon is our producer. I'd like to thank all the great sponsors that make this event possible. Our presenting sponsors are Best Western, Bel Air Direct, Driftwood Brewery, Digital Direct, and AMJ Moving, as well as our platinum sponsors, Kia Victoria and Peninsula Co-op, and our government and community sponsors, the Greater Victoria Sport Tourism Commission, the Government of BC, Via Sport, and the Township of Esquimalt. And, well, Team Harris is going to need the support of all those fine organizations to be able to come back to this one, Sean.
All the fine organizations and the luck of the Irish and whatever else you can throw in there. Down 5, 3 ends to play. They're going to throw 2 corner guards here. This is one of those situations where for the curler's math that I spoke about last end to work, you have to score 3 here. Now, you know, the nice thing about that is in the 5 rock free guard zone, there are opportunities to score 3. It happens all the time. It's interesting to see here, they've changed their approach. For the first time in the game, when they're going to stack, when they're going to play 2 corner guards, they're splitting the house. They need 3 here. You pretty much need 2 corner guards to score 3. In a perfect world, they want to come in on third's first stone and come around the worst of the 2 guards. It helps them out a little bit that the 2 brownstones aren't, you know, nothing's in the forefoot. They don't have to be too panicked about the blue stones just yet. They'll have to deal with them, but you can delay that decision for quite a while.
See a lot of other good games happening right now. It's Knockin and Blandford are still all tied up. It's close between Hafley and Powell. And we have every stream of every game that's happening at these championships, so keep it right here on Curling Stadium all weekend long.
14-5. Yeah.
First call is back 4.
Top 4. Yeah. Top 4. Top 4. Top 8. Okay. She just got that going. Yeah. Okay.
So didn't get the line they were looking for there, and it's just creating extra shrapnel, which actually helps Harris. Now she's going to try to come around the tighter of the 2 corner guards for now. Those 3 blue stones in the rings, though, can all, we've seen how much curler is, they could all be used as guards, so she's in no hurry to deal with those.
Where? Top 12, top 8! Yep. Top 12, top 8! It's close, actually. Yep. Where? Hard line. Top 8! Line's good. Yeah. Line's good. Top 8, top 4. Curl, let me in. Curl, you got a good one, go. Hard, Mare. Hard. Nice, sorry. We're good. 5-1.
Get that 3/4 under.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They would have liked it deeper. I mean, that's, again, it's one where you could be in the back 12.
You got it.
You just don't want this double to be made. Now, it's tough. And if it is made, she's probably hitting close enough to the nose that she's going to leave another rock out there for you. You don't mind being in the back of the house in this situation for Harris because you're not worried if Brown decides to play a freeze. You know,
Sarah Colton with the straight peel there.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's another one that helps Harris, because now she's got a rock
Stagger.
behind the tee line, behind the
Yeah,
guard.
similar.
The two
Might be a
stones
little
in the
quicker
12
here, but
foot,
I
8
think
foot,
similar
like I
will be
said, they're
fine.
staggered. You can come around those as well. That's essentially a guard. You get this one buried, and then Brown's got a decision to make. Like, the stone on the other side's wide open, but if you hit the wide open one, she comes around the guard again, and, you know, three's in play here.
Had to get that around.
Yeah, it looked like she broke her wrist out of her hand.
Yeah, ideally. And again, they're talking about her wrist. She's had trouble with that intern. Now, also the trouble she's had with the intern, I think it's been that same stone every time, too.
The second stone.
The second stone, I believe. And that's, you know, that's another thing. You will see that from time to time, that the teams will find one stone that maybe curls a little bit more than the others, and that's an important skill to be able to identify those stones, because you can use them. You can use them to your advantage if you know they're there. The better teams, you'll hear them when they get experienced at it and get to do that a lot. You'll hear them talk about, you'll hear them ask, which stone do you have? Because if they know they've got one that curls a little more, they'll just adjust the broom for it.
14-7, perfect.
And use it as a weapon. I'm not saying that's what's happening here. We don't know that for sure. It was her intern all 3 times that it's happened, so it could just be the way she's releasing it. But that's why you need to give the players some feedback, though. They've got to know if it's something they're doing, or do they have to think about that rock.
Line's good. Sasha's rock, yep. Hard line. Line's good. Yep, line's good. Line's good. Hard. Hard.
This has to go for weight more than anything else right now.
Hard, keep going. Hard. Keep going. Go. Nice. Good.
Not too bad.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Not critical to be shot rock at this point in the end. It's just more important to leave them where they can't get them out.
Do you like splitting the rings? You could rip the double. We're up 5. I don't mind the double if it's there. Yeah.
The double's there and they're close enough together, there's a chance he gets the third one.
Let's go.
I think you do too, right?
I mean, something might jam. That'd be the only bad thing here, is if you hit this just wrong and you jam the red and then it jams those 2 blues at the back. But hard to do that, I think.
So Pincott looking to clean it up some here. Only gets the top one.
Yeah.
So much for the triple.
3 feet more. Touch more line. Wider line. Still like 3 feet more.
Yeah, you've got to make a decision here. Like,
they're come around deeper.
Yeah, but here's the thing: in order to make the double on the blues, like right now, you'd have to hit the first one a little bit on the high side to get the second one thin enough to go under the red that's already there. You don't want to put this red in the path that you can't make that double. So if you're coming around and coming deeper, you almost need to be to the back ones. And it almost looks like they're just not taking enough time to think about these things. You need to be able to make that double in the middle at some point in time.
Well,
I'd be taking this
probably
back.
Probably a byproduct of the fact that time is not their friend.
And that's where I would have wanted that stone. Like, that's a great shot where it ended up, and they actually could have swept it to hold it straight for the line for the top one a little bit better. Brown draws something into that area. It's kind of going to be in the way where, if the double's there, the triple might be there.
I think so.
Speed's nice here. I got a 14.2. That was back 12. So
I think it's up to speed,
like
yeah.
15, yeah.
The key here for Harris is she's got Brown throwing a draw. Like, you're down 5. If she's not hitting something, like, yes, she could make this and you could be in more trouble, but if she's not hitting, you've done your job so far. Scoreboard says you don't get to play any more easy shots. You're going to have to play hard shots and make them, but you need her to leave you something.
Line's tight! Line's tight! Hard line! bouncing a hair. Just bounce for shot. Oh, oh. Okay. Good. That's good.
So the first from Brown just
tight,
wicks off that one that had been thrown. So
Well, and it might have left kind of the angle for the triple. So you get the double in the first two. This doesn't look like what she's playing. Like you'd want to hit it ever so slightly on the other side. I'd be playing the other turn. And the top one should come to the top of that blue stone, drive it out between the two reds, and then hopefully spin up. But you're looking at close to a nose hit to do that, and I don't think I'd be playing it with the out turn. You could.
you know what would make that really easy to demonstrate?
Yeah. I was promised a telestrator. And I think I'm the only one that's not going to get to use it this week.
I haven't gotten to use it either. It's a big weight from Harris here.
Off.
Needs to come up. Oh, no, right
she was,
past everything.
She was playing the paper thin double. So jam the first one and have the shooter come across and get the second blue. Really tough shot.
Yeah, sit through.
And,
Just want to leave a
you
trip.
know,
Well,
when she didn't make it, and she didn't, now I don't know what she's going to have left for the last one.
There? Like, is the triple there?
It kind of... Do you ever just come here?
I was seeing that, or you could play like a little jiggle here, like roll
The
here. That's
triple
not
is there. The question is, I mean, you got to throw a ton of weight to get all three of them all the way out. And she would have to get them all out now to get the extra points. Like, you can move all three of them for sure. But you hit the one on the nose, it comes across, gets the front end of the second. It's got to spin out the front. You need a lot of weight to make
This, I feel, is kind of always... I'm wondering about here.
Yeah.
Double for one is not, like, that's fine, right? Yeah.
This is where, this is pretty well where I threw.
You're very sound thinking there. You know, if we leave our opponent a double to score one, that's okay of winning by 5.
Yeah, there's not really a bad choice here. They talked about tapping just to change the angle on the first two. You could do that too. You could rub this going by, would do the same thing. The only thing that I could see, again, it's if she could throw hard enough to make the triple. If you stop short here and you end up just behind the other blue and it's all lined up to still go, you know, it's still going to be there. Now, the same problem still exists. It's getting that first one out where you have to hit it to make the triple. Like, she's going to need to come out with some big speed.
Line's good.
This is out far enough. That shouldn't be a problem. She shouldn't need this where there'd be a shot to get them all.
Okay, bite the 8 if you can.
Milestone the end for Brown.
You could ever bite the 8. Very sweet. Really good sweet. Good.
I think it's still there, Shoney.
Yeah, it might be. Because
go ahead.
That'll actually help it because she'll have to hit a little bit on the center line side. Oh, she's going to try to get it the other way. That's going to be tough. So she's looking at trying to hit the pocket, catch so essentially the third blue stone, the one that's right behind the other two, catch it very thin. So now the first stone she hits, it's going to come into the side of the blue. I don't see it going by the red then, though.
Yeah.
I don't see how the blue stone behind those two that are paired up gets enough energy to leave.
Well, she's still going to have to throw a rocket to do it. So you touch it thin, it can go. I was looking, you hit this on the center line side a bit. Now you try to catch the one that she just threw thin. So you touch it, touch the blue in the 8-foot, and now because you'll pick up big spin going into that fourth one, the spin will actually help it go out the front. There's still a lot has to go right to touch them all, but it might be there.
So, Mahra Harris with a Hail Mary here.
Please,
Final stone of the 8th.
Yep.
Needs to fire off the quad. and gets them all moving, but unfortunately, 3 of them are going to stay.
Okay.
Yeah, this was never going to clear that red, and too many of them stuck around.
It'll be a steal of 3. The final score will be a 9-1 victory for Corryn Brown. And Team Harris just never really put anything together.
No, they had some struggles from the early part. They managed to force a couple of singles, but they weren't able to get anything going themselves. Sasha Wilson had some issues with her intern. That'll be something that they'll want to talk about between games and solve, whether that was something she was doing or something with the rocks, because they can't have that continue going forward.
And that's going to wrap up our coverage for tonight. Right now, I want to thank you all for joining us. Tomorrow morning, our coverage picks up at 9 o'clock Pacific with fixed streams of all the different games. And then our feature games with commentary start at 2 o'clock Pacific and 7 o'clock Pacific. Be sure to tune in then. But for right now, I'm Dave Schmel, and for Sean Joyce and James Gordon, thank you so much for joining us here on Curling Stadium. Good day.